Buenos días, alumnos. Good morning, students. Today is April 7th, 2020. Hoy es 7 de abril, año 2020. I want to welcome you guys to another day for Spanish. Today is a special day because today you get to take your first exit ticket or your first formative assessment. Now I'm going to explain how we're going to go about that. Let's get started first with our date. Let's practice saying the date in Spanish. 7 de abril, año 2020. And just remember that if you want to, you can always stop the video, rewind it, practice a little more. That's the cool thing about these videos. Can't really do that in class because we have to keep going, but you have all the time in the world. All right. Objectives. Students will be able to review vocabulary from chapter 1 and take exit ticket number 1. So today we're going to review all of the vocab that we have done for the last couple of days in this chapter. I will show you exactly what you need to know for the exit ticket. All right. Now the do now says take out your notes from chapter 1. So if you use the graphic organizers, you can take those out. I encourage you to use the graphic organizers because, as you will see today, that's where pretty much all of the vocab is going to come from. Now, if you took notes on a notebook or if you opened up tabs and you wrote down notes yourself on the side, take those out, okay? You want to have those ready so that when we review, you know exactly which words are going to be on the exit ticket. And that's how my class is also, by the way, if we were in person. I'm the type of teacher that likes to prepare you well for these assessments, and I'm making you responsible for learning the material, okay? Don't take shortcuts. Don't cheat. You're only hurting yourself. All right, so you're going to watch today's lesson. It should be a fairly short video. I apologize yesterday, by the way. I know that at the end of the video, I try to show a video directly from from the online textbook, and the audio doesn't really work through the recording. So what I'm going to do is every time we have those videos, I'll just download them. And the way you can access them is when you click on the video, if it doesn't come up automatically, like if it says something like it's processing right now or something like that, what you can do is when you click on it, you can download it. Okay, see my little download button right here? So you can do that too if you want to watch the video if it hasn't processed yet. Okay, just so you know. Now let's get back to it. It says that you're gonna watch today's lesson, so we're gonna review the vocab words. I want you to study for about 5 to 10 minutes. I want you to study those vocab words, and let's talk about the exit ticket. The exit ticket is your formative assessments. Today you're gonna have your first one. It is on chapter 1. It's on the vocab from this chapter. So if you want to, you can watch this lesson, vocabulary from chapter 1 review, vocabulary, this one, the first one, okay? And this one right here, chapter 1, vocabulary 1, the vocabulary review, and yesterday's vocabulary 2. Those are the 3 videos if you want to watch the videos. If you don't want to watch the videos, I will show you exactly what words you need. Now, the exit ticket is due on Friday the 9th. So I'm going to open up the calendar so I have no excuses. Today is the 7th. It is Tuesday. You have exactly 3 days counting today to complete your exit ticket. All right? That's 3 full days. I'm not asking you to do it today. In fact, it's only 10 questions. So you should be able to complete it in about 5 to 10 minutes. If you want to do it today, go for it. In fact, I encourage you to do it today. Because if you study for 5 to 10 minutes and then you take your exit ticket, you're all done. You don't have to worry about it. You do have 3 days. It will be due by midnight on Thursday because you're most likely going to have your second exit ticket over the weekend. Okay? I'm going to start giving these exit tickets. I will give you about 3 days to complete them because they're not very long. Okay? If I see that you need more time, if I start getting a lot of feedback saying that you guys need more time on them, I'll consider that. But for now, the exit tickets will be due 3 days from when they're posted. Also, just because I put the due date here, you also want to keep an eye out right in this little corner. I'm going to assign your exit ticket here on the classwork. So when you go to classwork, you'll see your assignments. You should see the pre-assessment and you will see the exit ticket number 1 there. All right. You don't have to keep scrolling through the stream. Keep a lookout here. All right, let's review. So this was the first part of the vocab. So I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. We went over this 2 days ago, and as you can see, the words are in these bubbles. The words that are on the exit ticket, you need to study the ones that are in the bubbles. So let's study them right now. Let's practice saying them. Ready? Guapa, bonita, fea. And those words mean guapa means pretty or good looking. This one has 2 definitions, pretty or good looking. This one, bonita or bonito, means pretty. So if you're wondering this word right here, you could just say pretty. If you want to keep it simple, both of these mean pretty. If you want to challenge yourself, both of them mean pretty, and this one specifically means attractive or good looking. Okay? Fea means ugly. Feo, if it was a boy, ugly. So we have pretty, good looking, ugly. All right? Let's keep going. Baja or bajo? Baja, bajo. See if you know what that means. See if you remember. Look at the picture. It means short. Okay? And alto or alta means tall. Let's keep going. I will not ask you here. I'll tell you exactly what I'm looking for here. So here, all I'm looking for is the hair colors. If I ask you a question about hair color, that's what you're going to put. Pelirroja. Ready? Pelirroja means red hair. You're talking about a girl. Pelirrojo. You're talking about a boy with red hair. You have morena, moreno. That means brunette or dark haired color. And rubia and rubio. Both of those blonde. Okay? Also, I'm not going to ask you any questions about multiple definitions. I know I gave you another definition for morena and moreno that you can use in the real world. You don't have to do it for this exit ticket. Down here, we have comica, graciosa. Look at her face. What do you think she's doing? What kind of face? A funny face. She's trying to be funny. Comica, think of the word comic. Okay, means funny. Graciosa also means funny. If it was a boy, cómico, gracioso. And here, look at her face. This is probably the easiest word because it's a very close word to the English version. Seria would become serious. She is serious. Seria. If it was a boy, serio. Okay? Down here. These are the hardest ones, I think, are the hardest ones to remember. Simpático, friendly. Antipático, unfriendly. Another version is simpático is kind, antipático unkind. And that was, I believe, the majority of the vocab for the first part. All right, let's keep going. Other things you need to know. As you can see on this page, those bubbles are not there. So you're not going to have specific vocab words, but this is probably the most important part of the video today. The second part of the exit ticket is going to ask you about question words. These are the 3 question words. Pay attention. ¿Quién means who? Whenever you see this word quién, your answer is almost always going to be a name, because quién means who. Like, quién es el amigo de Julia? Who is Julia's friend? The answer is going to be a name. It could be Roberto. It could be Miguel. It could be Pablo. It could be Smith. It could be James. It's always going to be a name, almost always. Quién means who. Okay? Cómo is the second one, the second question word. Cómo. When you ask somebody cómo, you're asking them how. You're asking them to describe the person or the thing. For example, in this question, ¿cómo es él? The answer was alto y gracioso. So because they're describing them, remember that cómo means how. How is he? He is tall and kind. Or, sorry, funny. Gracioso. Tall and kind. The third question word is this one. ¿De dónde? ¿De dónde means from where? From where is the girl? I know that sounds weird in English, but I'm translating literally. Where is the girl from? From where? ¿De dónde? And as you can see, the answer is a country. Es de Ecuador. Okay? This one down here, I am not going to ask it. It is not on the exit ticket. So, blah, 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 blah. But the ones up here, I'm going to go over them again. So I have no excuses. Ready? ¿Quién means who? The answer's almost always going to be a name. ¿Cómo is how. It's going to be descriptive words. So the answer is almost going to be a way to describe them. These words right here. Okay? And de dónde means from where. You will see these three on the vocabulary list as well. They are down here. ¿Quién? ¿Cómo? ¿De dónde? Now, you see this one here, right? This is just a plural version. So don't worry about this one. This is just a plural version. Like if I was asking who are your teammates? But because I'm asking you for more than one person, that's why you see the ending different. But it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, it's who. Down here, ¿cómo? How. And de dónde? From where. This last one, I'm not going to use. If you want to, in your notes, you can literally just delete it. I don't care. It's all good. Because all the ones that we don't use, we're not going to use. You also have, as you can see, starting from guapo, all right? You can edit this because I gave it to you as a Word document. If I didn't give it to you as a Word document, I will change it for the next time. But you should have it as a Word document. So you can edit this stuff however you feel it's helping you. You can highlight the ones that we do. You can put numbers next to the vocab words that we are using the most. Like, for example, we talked about some of these up here, like joven, I mentioned, but we're not going to use it, so you don't have to include it. I'm hoping that I'm not confusing you. In a nutshell, remember, the essential vocab words are the ones in these bubbles. And as I mentioned, the only other ones I'm looking for, and I told you that it was going to be super important, are these three words. ¿Quién? ¿Cómo? ¿De dónde? Make sure you know what they are. Okay? Let's go on to the second part of the vocab. We did a practice. This was more practice. Now, this is what we did yesterday. All right? So again, you see that the words are in bubbles. So la escuela is the school. If you see this word on the exit ticket, what does it mean? School. Okay? Escuela. Let's practice it. Ready? Escuela. Escuela. Alumnos. What does that mean? Students. If you want to be specific, you can say male students. It could be male students, or it could be a group of students. But this one, alumnas, what does this one mean? This one can mean a group of girl students and nothing more. Okay? This one has the two versions. Remember, it could be a mixed group or boys. This one's just girls. I'm not going to ask you something super, super specific like that. At least not yet. At least not yet. So don't worry about it right now. Just learn your vocab words. Okay? As you can see here, it's the same question. It's just plural. That's why the answer is plural. Okay? And here we read some paragraphs. Here we have the more vocab words. Okay? You can see them in the bubbles. So these are super important. Ambiciosos. Ambiciosos means, I'm sorry. Oh, where'd I go? Ambiciosos. Ambitious. Okay? Ambiciosos. Ambitious. If I wrote down ambiciosas, still ambitious. Okay? And perezosos. Lazy. Perezosos. Lazy. As you can see on this side, we have 4 more bubble words or vocab words. We have profesor, male teacher. Profesor. Here, remember that even though there's 3 words, the important one is this last one, grande. Grande means, anyone remember? Means big. Like Ariana Grande, that's her last name. It means big. Big, okay? B-I-G, grande. The rest of the sentence says, una clase grande. It's a bit, so it says a big class. A big class. Una clase grande. The important word there is grande. Down here, the important word is pequeña, because they're talking about the class too. Una clase pequeña. A small class. Una clase pequeña. The important word, pequeña. And profesora is female teacher. Okay? So, once again, I know I keep repeating myself. It's okay. Not a big deal. Just hear it again. What you need to study are the words inside the bubbles. Once you study the words inside the bubbles, you can also look at your list. And when you're done studying the words in the bubbles, please don't forget to study these 3. They're literally the second part of the exit ticket. ¿Quién? ¿Cómo? ¿De dónde? All right, that was it. Make sure you study that, boys and girls. And once you get into the lesson, you will see the exit ticket will have a due date. If you want to access the exit ticket without having to look at the string, all you have to do is when you go into Google Classroom, click on your classwork section, and you will see all the assignments, the assessments that are there. I hope you guys have a great day. You have 3 days to do this exit ticket. If I don't get any response from you in those 3 days, I'll be reaching out to you. So hopefully everybody's been watching the videos, paying attention. One word of advice, boys and girls, before I leave. Please do not use Google Translate. I don't mind Google Translate for anything other than assessments. If you use Google Translate, there's 2 things that can happen. One, I'm gonna find out because it's really easy for me to find out if you use Google Translate. I'm not that old, all right? And even if I was old, it's really easy for us to figure out if you use Google Translate or not. And second of all, you're only really hurting yourself if you use it. I don't think I make these lessons too hard. In fact, I literally went over what you need to study. So as long as you study and you're being responsible, don't break my trust, all right? The exit tickets should be fine. You have nothing to worry about. With that said, please make sure you do your exit ticket. Study for about 5 to 10 minutes before you take it, all right? And you should be good to go. If you have any questions, please reach out to me during my office hours. And I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy the day. It's a beautiful day out. Un día muy lindo, muy bonito. Hace calor hoy. Hasta luego, muchachos. Que tengan buen día. Bye bye.